Why is it so important to you that the Bible's changing? Why don't you just let it go? Like, if it was happening, it would be on the news. You have a spirit of confusion. You're going to hell. You need to denounce the enemy. Oh, I'm telling you the truth. And why is it important to me? Because we don't have the Holy Bible anymore. There's only a certain amount of people, a numbered amount of people that read their Bibles in the 90s, in the early 2000s, in the 80s and 70s and 60s that are still alive, that remember what it used to say. We remember the voice of our shepherd that was in the Bible. That voice is gone. It's not just certain words that are changing. It's like the whole, the way they say it too. It's just, it doesn't sound like Jesus, how he spoke all the time, and it doesn't sound like the original writers of the Bible anymore. So much, it's just unbelievable how different this Bible is than the one that we had before all these satanic changes. And it's still changing. Like last night I noticed another name change in the Bible, and anybody who sees the Bible changes and remembers how it used to be needs to be talking about it, I think. Otherwise, no one's going to believe us. It's just a few of us who, they're so, I don't know what they are, why they don't even look in their Bibles and start reading. They'll see, but maybe they won't see. Maybe it's the strong delusion that people can't see that this isn't the Word of God anymore. I mean, I'm trying to preserve it. I have something I'm doing. I'm trying to preserve what's left of it. But I don't know if I can. I don't know if there's a way to do that. But I'm trying. One day everyone's going to have to wake up and see, because it's going to keep changing. And then one day they're going to see it. But, I mean, there's already so many. It's unreal. And the ones that I've shared so far, there's really crazy ones in here, in the Old Testament and everything. And like boiling your children and eating them and stuff, kind of like stuff like that. A lot of cannibalism and stuff. I just went through John, and I just read the most, I don't even have a word for it, what I read. But when you take communion and it says, "This is my body which is broken for you," for the communion, for the bread, and the wine or grape juice is the blood. It's symbolic and everything. The way that it's written now in the Bible is like totally not the way that it used to be written. And when you read it, it seriously looks like Jesus wants you to eat his actual body and drink his actual blood, his flesh. And it's just not the way Jesus said that. So it's and it's very important, because if people, what happened to me, so I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago, or 8, I don't remember. It was a while ago. I was like, I never felt accepted by God. I never felt like I was going to heaven. I never, I'm like, I'm going to read the Bible from beginning to end and find out for myself who God is, what he says about me, who he is, everything. And I got I've got through a few books of the Bible, and I had to stop reading, and I said, I cannot serve and follow and love a God that kills babies and young women and wants sacrifices of young women to him. And I said, I can't serve that God. And so I left Christianity, and I went into the New Age for a little while. I was really into channelers, and they were lying and saying that nothing is good or evil, everything is just experience. And then one day I found a bag with a bunch of money in it, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars in it, and it was in a public room. And I was into that New Age, and I've never been like a bad person, but I was like, man, I really need this money because my kid's birthday's coming up. And oh no, his birthday was a different time. I was just like, I really need this money because I don't have any money or something. So I took all the money. I didn't leave any money in that bag, and I left the bag there, and I walked away with the money. And then I noticed an old woman went to go get her bags, a really old woman, and there was no money in it. And security guard, she got the security guards, and they were looking all around, but I guess they didn't realize it was me that took it, because I wasn't the only one there. And after I did that, I felt so bad, and I was like, I need to get back to God. I did a horrible thing, really horrible, and I couldn't go back to Christianity because I couldn't serve a God that kills babies. So I found the Sufis online, the Islamic Sufis, and I studied with them and watched their videos for like 3 years. And but I went into a psychosis like with those people. They're weird. Like, we were meditating, and their spirits, like their bodies, showed up in my house and scared the shit out of me. And I thought they came and inhabited my husband's body, and it was like really weird. And I mean, I was doing the Islamic prayers and learning, but and then I fell asleep, and I woke up, and because I hadn't slept for like 30 days, and I fell asleep and woke up, and I thought Jesus came back because my door opened and shut. It was like he came to get me, and then he was gone, and I went into major psychosis. At that very moment, I ran out to the middle of the street looking for Jesus. I couldn't find him, and and then I went through that psychosis, and I thought I had the mark of the beast. I thought I was going to go to hell and burn forever, and it was so torturous, and I wanted to kill myself during that psychosis. And I almost took a thing of gasoline and lit my whole house on fire with me in it and my animals in it. But luckily, my mom and my husband made me go to had a judge and the police pick me up off the street and take me to the mental hospital. But these Bible changes aren't mental. I'm healed now. I'm fine. But yeah, and the scary thing about it was I knew about the Bible changes while I was awake for those 30 days. And for some reason I thought that I was making the Bible changes. I thought it was because of me, because like they added pavilion to the Bible, and the first hospital I went to was called the Pavilion. And then I also saw like one of my other Bibles change in front of me about salvation. So I thought I wasn't saved. I thought my name was blotted out of the book of life because my name is Rachel, and they changed it in the Bible to Rahel. So I thought that I didn't belong to God anymore. It was so scary. And then I went to and then that day that I thought Jesus came back and I ran outside to find him, I ended up at my neighbor's house and ended up going to jail. And they put me naked in a suicide cell for 3 days, and I was psychotic. And it was over the Easter weekend, and I just prayed to Jesus, and I've been praying to Jesus ever since, and now I'm saved, And I'm going to talk about Bible changes because I'm the remnant,